In the interest of transparency and full disclosure, the perfume and brand that I will be discussing in this video is one that I have collaborative and creative involvement in. Naturally, I will be reviewing these in positive terms because part of my role was to evaluate and provide feedback on perfumes good enough to be part of MISKEO's inaugural launch. I hope you like them as much as I do. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm very excited to be talking about MISKEO Parfums, and the first of the four that I'll be talking about this week. Today we are going to be talking about Brume. This is what the bottle looks like. I'll just try and get that in focus for you. There we go. These come in 30ml bottles. You can also order 2ml sample discovery set. Brume is a 12% eau de toilette concentration, and I'm just going to give you a couple of facts about the perfume itself. It is composed of 20 natural materials and 17 synthetic materials. We highlight in the website a few key ingredients that give the perfume its character. With Brume, there is the mastic resin, which is like a sort of green vegetal resin. There is adoxal, which is a green aldehyde, and there is also Haitian vetiver, which gives it that kind of earthy, damp feeling. Now, Brume, I want to go into my interpretation of it because I do want to treat it like I'm reviewing it, and as mentioned in the beginning of the video, obviously I'm going to be very positive about this perfume given my involvement in its development. This does, on my skin, open up quite green and quite ozonic. It's very mineralic to me. Now, what I interpret that as, it's really interesting because usually when I describe a perfume as green, I'm usually visualizing vegetation, leaves, even trees. And this green is a more atmospheric kind of color. To me, it's more reminiscent of taking in a big deep breath, and you're outside taking in a big deep breath, and you're in some kind of almost fantastical wilderness. I mean, it doesn't have to be a real place because, I can't say with any great certainty that I've ever actually physically been in a place that smells like this, but I can imagine. It's very transportive, this particular perfume. So I'm taken into an imagined outdoor landscape. There is a feeling of being close to the ocean because the air that I'm breathing is a mixture of moisture. There is green from the surrounding vegetation, so I'm not actually smelling those plants directly. It's all infused in the air. It also has this feeling for me of the particular. I'm not even sure if it's a smell, and it's not. I'm trying to not describe it the way I would describe petrichor, but it definitely gives you the sense of this sort of metallic electricity in the air, like just before a thunderstorm, but all the time remaining fresh, very vibrant, and that green sticks around and it almost verges. The interesting thing about this one is that it almost verges on to a sort of green citrus note in there. And interestingly, there's no from what I recall, actual citrus ingredients in this perfume. So it's a really interesting accord that's been created with this particular perfume. Yes, fresh, ozonic, mineralic, green, but unlike really anything else I've kind of smelt before, because some people might smell this and instead of veering green, they might, I could totally understand if someone is interpreting this perfume as a marine scent, although to me that there is nothing of, the salt water kind of driftwood trope that you find in a lot of kind of marine aquatic scents. Here it's just a complete feeling of being disconnected from polluted cities, built up congested areas. It's almost as though, I can spray this on and instantly be in a form of wilderness, a form of sort of tranquil wildness, because it's a kind of untamed nature that this perfume evokes. And I've got to say, just my personal experience from testing this over the last more than 18 months now, I have never generally been a big fan of this style of perfume, or this genre, if you like. And I probably hadn't up until now smelled anything that I really took to. I'm actually still kind of surprised at how much I love Brume. Sorry about that sound. This has become one of my favorites from this line, if not the favorite from this line. And it's winter now here in Melbourne, but I'm so looking forward to wearing this when it gets hotter as well. Although it's been such a pleasant thing to wear when it's been cold and miserable out here. It's actually raining outside now. And this is an instantly evocative, escapist perfume to me. It's like your imagination is unbound when you smell this, or at least mine is, and my imagination can go a little bit wild. For me, performance, given that it is an eau de toilette, that really is a rule that I can throw out for me, because I've got some perfumes that are eau de toilette and last a lot longer than some of my eau de parfums and extract perfumes. This lasts on my skin for a good 8 hours. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody, but I have no problems smelling this easily off my skin, which is really a really nice thing. This is Brume from MISKEO Parfums, the first MISKEO I've talked about officially on my channel, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So I will just sign off by saying, when this video gets uploaded, the website will not be open, but it will be open very, very soon, so you can check it all out. I'll leave links in the description, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll be talking about the other MISKEO Parfums as the week progresses. So I'll see you all later. Thank you.